welcome back to the channel. I am super excited because it is officially holiday time in the retail world, meaning that we have all of our beautiful Sephora exclusive holiday palettes up at Sephora, and they do not disappoint. Let me tell you what. 2 stars of the show. Bobbi the Glow Shimmer Brick Palette. I mean, look at that. I mean, amazing. So, use this on my cheeks today. I used all 3 shades. I will show you a little bit later how I created that. And then we have the Luxe Eyeshadow Palette. I'm sorry. Look at how huge this thing is. It's way bigger than any palette that Bobbi has done before, and the packaging is super sleek, super beautiful, great for traveling. It comes with 8 shades of eyeshadow in a variety of different textures. So there are matte eyeshadows, there is shimmer shadows, and then there is a brand new formula called the chrome shadows. I'm sorry. Look at that. I mean, look at that swatch. It is amazing. Let me just show you. Let me just show you on my arm. Look at that. Look at how freaking beautiful that is. This new texture of eyeshadows, the chrome shadows, are stunning, stunning. Here is a full swatch of them on my hands. This is the top row and the bottom row. Today I used the top row of the 4 shades. You can't really see the white one, obviously, but I used the top 4 shades to create this look. So if you want to figure out how I created this really pretty, sultry, smoldery holiday look, please keep watching. If you haven't done yet, please subscribe. I absolutely love getting to know all of my subscribers, and I thank you guys so much for your support. So if you're enjoying watching my videos and you're liking what you see, please do me that big favor and hit the subscribe button. Thanks guys, hope that you enjoyed this look. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my face with the Effortless Breathable Primer from Sunday Riley that I've talked about in a couple of my videos now. I love this primer because it gives that nice natural tint to the skin. It feels great and it doesn't have that silicone feel, which is not my favorite for a primer. So I love the way this feels. So I'm going to start by using a little bit of the corrector in the Peach Bisque to neutralize my under eye darkness. With this look, I want to do a nice bright under eye. We're just going to go in with a little bit of color corrector. For my foundation, I'm actually going to use the retouching wand in the medium to dark, and we're just going to do a couple of swipes on the face and buff out with a beauty blender for our foundation. So I kind of went out of order for my normal. I usually do foundation first and then corrector concealer, and I don't know why, but I grabbed my corrector first. Then I did my foundation with the medium to dark retouching wand, and now I am just going to use the light to medium retouching wand as my concealer so there's not this crazy disconnect underneath my eyes. But like I said, I do want to have a bright under eye for this look because we are going to be doing a little bit more with our eyes. So I want to make sure that I am bright and lifted. Now I'm going to set my makeup with a little bit of the Honey Skin Weightless Powder Foundation. I really love this for setting because it's line blurring and line smoothing and gives that little extra bit of coverage, so it's a great touch up throughout the day. It's long lasting, makes the skin look beautiful, and it still allows for that glow to come through the powder, so you can still see a little bit of that hydrated glow from within, so it doesn't create a too overly matte look, which I don't love. So love this powder for setting. Now I'm just gonna go in with the Elvis Duran bronzer and give a little bit of warmth and dimension to the skin. Okay, so one of the stars of the show for holiday for Bobbi is the amazing Bobbi 2 Glow Shimmer Brick Palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. It has the old limited edition gold shimmer brick, Bobbi's most popular bronze shimmer brick, and then the limited edition wild rose shimmer brick. This is such a good value, you guys, because one shimmer brick by itself is $46 and the entire palette is $69. So it's an amazing deal. So if you are a fan of shimmer brick, you will be so excited and happy about the Bobbi 2 Glow palette. So I'm gonna use this as all of my highlight and cheek color for today. I'm gonna start by going in with the angled face brush with a little bit of the gold, more on the high tops of my cheekbones, and you're just gonna swirl your brush in all of them together. Then we're just gonna take that to the high point of the cheek for that nice natural lit from within highlighted glow. Oh, that's gorgeous. This is a nice difference for me from the Bronze Glow highlight powder. You guys know that's like my ride or die highlighter. It is my favorite. But the shimmer brick is nice because the shimmer brick is gonna give more of that lit from within glow effect versus that like high intensity, almost strobed finish. The highlight powders are more of a mirrored effect where they're super intense. This is gonna be a little bit more subtle, but with still giving that really beautiful candlelight lit from within glow. So there's a little bit of the gold. I'm gonna put it through a couple other places. I'm gonna go on top of my nose and slightly on top of my lips. Next, I'm gonna go in with the bronze, and we are gonna use this a little bit lower on the cheek to kind of accentuate and enhance our bronzer. Pretty. These are also great because you can use all the shades individually as eyeshadows as well. So for traveling, this would be awesome because you really have versatility with just about everything, which is great. Now I am going to go in with the Wild Rose for my cheeks, hoping that this will give me enough color payoff that I don't have to wear a blush in addition to it. And we're just going to buff that onto the cheeks. Yes, I like it, I like it. Obviously you wouldn't have to wear all three together, but I'm like really going for the highlight today, so I'm not afraid. I'm going there, I'm taking it there. I probably wouldn't like every day, but today we're doing it. We're doing it. I like it. I feel like that's enough color for now because of the fact that I am going to be doing a little bit more with my eyes. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and press out a little light creasing that was happening under my eye. I always find that in the first couple minutes of having your concealer on is when the creasing is going to happen, and then just kind of buff it back out. So now for eyes, I'm going to go in and fill in my eyebrows with the Longwear Brow Gel. I talked about this in my brow video. I don't know if you guys had seen it. So if you're interested on my do's and don'ts for eyebrows and how to use a bunch of different textures, how to use a pencil versus a gel, go ahead and watch the video right up here. But today I'm just going to use a little bit of the Longwear Brow Gel in Mahogany applied with just the basic eyebrow brush. I really love this product because it's just a very natural, enhanced brow versus a really intensely defined brow. This brow gel is a gel wax base, so it really acts as an all-in-one, so you don't need to do an additional brow gel to kind of set and hold the brows in place, which is great. They're a 24-hour wear and they're sweat, humidity, and water resistant, so that's exciting. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna use a new shade called Downtown Plum. This is a new addition that Bobbi just brought into Sephora for holiday. And this shade is really beautiful because it's just that kind of in between. It's not too intense, not too dark, not too bright, but it gives a really pretty amount of depth. I don't feel like I necessarily need a lip liner, but since this is more of like a polished holiday look, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Rum Raisin lip liner. So you could either leave this lip color plain with just the lipstick and the liner. I am going to go in with just a little bit of the Buff lip gloss and give a little bit of sheen through the center of the lips. Add a little bit of that hydration and glow. I love that. Pretty. Okay, so now for the real star of the show. I am so excited for the Luxe Eyeshadow Palette. This palette, along with the Bobbi to Glow Shimmer Brick Palette, they are exclusive to Sephora this year, so you're not gonna find them at any other retailers. So you're gonna have to go into a Sephora near you to check it out or order online. But inside the palette, you have 8 eyeshadows in a mix of different formulas. You have mattes, you have a new shade or a new shadow formula called the Chrome Shadows, and the colors are so beautiful and so versatile for doing a easy day look or a night look. And there's also 3 shades of Bobbi's iconic and amazing longwear gel eyeliners in a black and a bronze, and then kind of a nice in between. I'll do swatches for you guys so that you can see all of the shades as well. But for today, oh, and it also comes with a really awesome brush. It's the dual-ended with the angled eyeshadow brush and the ultra fine eyeliner. So it has everything that you are gonna need to do a beautiful look on the go. So I'm gonna start by going in with that light highlight shade in this top corner with my eye sweep brush. You guys know I love this eye sweep brush because it really packs on a good amount of product. I had gone over my eyelids with a little bit of that retouching wand from my beauty blender, so it helped to neutralize a little bit of the color, but this is really good for neutralizing shine, creating that nice base for the rest of our eyeshadows, because I am going to be going in with the matte eyeshadows to begin with. So just start by creating that nice base of matte eyeshadow so that when you go to blend your other mattes, it will blend easy and seamlessly. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with this matte eyeshadow on the outer corner. It's like a nice light brown. There's a deeper matte brown right through the center, but we're going to go in with this matte shadow from the outer corner, and we are just going to start to lay that in the crease to create that nice transition. I'm gonna get you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see a little bit more of what is going on. So I started with that very first shade this one here on the outer corner, and now I'm gonna go in with this deeper matte shade. And I apologize, I don't have the names of these with me because I have a palette that didn't have the information on the back, but the ones you get, it does tell you what all the shades are. But just so you know, I am gonna go in with this deeper, darker matte up into the crease as well. I'm gonna use my same brush, which is the Morphe N513 brush, and I'm just gonna create a little bit more depth into the crease with that matte shade. These shadows are blending so seamlessly. Sometimes the texture of eyeshadows in a palette versus the original packaging is a little bit different, but these by far are such gorgeous and beautiful textures. You can see that it's been super easy for me to blend out these shades. And again, when you're using matte shadows, to get that seamless blendability, you need to start with that nice thick layer of that lighter, brighter shade to start with. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of that darker matte with the smoky eyeliner brush and take it a little bit up underneath my lash line. You guys know everything I do to the top, you wanna do to the bottom so that you get a little bit of balance. Pretty. So you could really take this a couple of different ways, and the beauty of this palette is I'll probably be doing tutorials with it all holiday season. So I'm still trying to decide exactly what I want to do with today's look, and I think I want to keep it to the smoky, sultry browns. So I'm just going to use the top row of the eyeshadows, and then let me know if you guys want me to do another look using the bottom shadows. I'm actually gonna go in now with the basic eyeshadow brush from Bobbi, and I'm gonna go in with that sparkly, it has like a light shimmer, dark brown eyeshadow. And we're gonna go in that into the lower lid. If we wanted this to be a little bit more intensified, I could wet the brush, which I might actually end up doing, but we'll see. I'm kind of liking just the sultry, like smoky effect that I'm getting with this because it's not a high sparkle. It's just that nice subtle shimmer, which is different for me because you guys know I'm like ride or die for sparkle shadows also, but I'm really liking the just very sultry look that this has. So we just might stick with it. I'm just popping a little bit more of that highlight shade up under my brow bone for extra lift. Now I'm just gonna take some of that darker shimmer shade with that smoky eyeliner brush and go up underneath my lash line as well. And of course we're gonna get a lot of the intensity by adding the gel eyeliner. But I want that really just like smoldery, sultry eye. So here are the 3 shades of gel liner swatched that come inside the palette. So you have the black on the top, and then kind of a very, very light shimmer, almost forest green shade, and then the bronze gel liner on the bottom. For today's look, I am gonna use 2 of them. I'm gonna use the black on the top, and then I'm gonna use the bronze on the bottom. So I'm gonna use that dual-ended brush, and we're just gonna go in with the ultra fine eyeliner brush to line the eyes. When applying gel liner, I feel like it's a lot easier to make little dashes in between your lashes versus then trying to make one perfectly smooth line. So if you go in and just do little dashes and kind of connect it into the inside of your eyelashes and to line on the top, you're gonna get a much easier application You also don't want to pull your eye over, because when you pull the eye over, I know it's like instinctively because we think it's going to be easier, but in all actuality, it creates a different shape for the eye. So you really should get into the habit of trying to do your liner with the eye open. And I'm just going to create a little bit of a lift on that outer corner with the gel. And bring it back in, so that it's connected and matching to the rest of my liner. It's pretty. I love Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. It's so good. Pretty. Now, you guys, I don't have to use the bronze on the bottom because I already have that really pretty dimension and shape from just using the eyeshadow powder, but I am gonna go in with the bronze on the bottom because why not? So I'm gonna bring the bronze into my waterline on the bottom of the eye. Okay, so after I finished doing my bronze gel liner on the bottom of this eye, I went ahead and evened out my other eye, doing the exact same thing as I did on this side, and applied about 3 coats of the Smoky Eye Mascara, and this is the finished look. I think it's really pretty. I'm excited to sport it all holiday season. But to give it just a tiny bit more pizzazz, I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi to Glow palette with a little bit of the gold and maybe pop it on my inner corner, just to kind of give a little bit of extra oomph and brightness. So let's go in with this second little bar right here. Let's just put that on that inner corner. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this pretty fun holiday look with the new Luxe eyeshadow palette from Bobbi Brown for holiday, exclusive to Sephora. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel because I absolutely plan to do a tutorial with those chrome shadows. So hit the button, subscribe, pretty please. Okay, love you guys so much.